I'm in this room because I want to talk about the projects that I want to start in the new year. We've got a little bit of a budget for this one, so it's quite a good thing. And I want to start working our way through the building. And I think starting with the kitchen is the best idea. So this space is 50 square meters. And this wall and that wall was added in the 60s. It has a concrete block wall. You can see here, and it's not sitting below the main beam. They've gone up directly next to it, so it's not holding any weight. You can see this beam, and the beam is actually behind the wall. So originally this kitchen was much bigger, and they decided to make it slightly smaller by adding these small auxiliary rooms. But I want to bring it back to how it was before in the past by removing the huge wall and opening it up so it's much, much bigger. You can see the beam in this room as well, and the block wall is going up next to it. And in here you can see the other beam, which has a little bit of a sag to it, but that's what happens to old oak beams. This building was built 250 years ago. So when we remove all of the plaster around it, it'd be good to inspect it. We need to remove all of the lath and plaster to expose all of the joists. I think this project's going to be really, really good fun and exciting. When the wall is removed, this room is going to be almost 80 square meters. Good morning everyone, and welcome back to another video. So that clip you saw was filmed 9 months ago. We've come a long way since then, but only thanks to the people that have helped us along the way. So Steve, Rick, Sean, Simon, Yanis, Clive, Martin, Paddy, Duncan. Yeah, I think that's about everyone. So thank you so much for all your hard work. It's looking amazing. So today we must continue with the work. I must continue painting the reveals, get them all done. We can have a bit of a tidy up. I need to have a look around, just make sure everything is going to be using the lift is done, because once the lift is out of the room, we can start the floor. Obviously it can't come back in once the room is done. We'll have to work off big professional step ladders if we need to do anything higher up in the room. So yeah, let's crack on. Right, so I'm handheld now. Obviously the fireplace is still wet. I did explain that, and I've explained it loads of times. There's nothing wrong with it, it's just the granite is porous. That will dry and it will look considerably better than it does now. On top of these window reveals, there is going to be oak, which will match the same level as the worktop, which needs to be made by the carpenter. So it's going to run from that wall all the way along to this wall, which will cover that panel there. But you'll still be able to access it from the cupboard door. We'll have to wait for that because it isn't being made at the moment. Currently, the 2 double doors for the kitchen are being made. So double door in oak and then double door in oak there. We're still waiting on the glass. That arrives on Friday, so that can be fitted afterwards. This cabinet over here that's built into the wall, not sure what I'm doing with it at the moment. I'm going to try and strip it and sand the doors, but if it doesn't look good, I'm just going to paint it, and yeah, I'm sure it'll look fine. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of oak. Obviously once the floor's in and we've got all of the furniture in and fridge, we'll still be waiting for some things to be made. So fridge is going to go there, range cooker, extractor. There'll be an oak unit either side of the range cooker. One side will contain a gas bottle. Obviously this is a residential kitchen, not a commercial kitchen. So yeah, it is going to come together. The walls are looking great. I'm really, really happy with the paint colour. I'm really happy with the lighting. So yeah, chandelier, that will be end of this month, I believe. That will be a bit of a road trip because it's on a French island, not actually mainland France. And then obviously below these windows there'll be oak as well. So that'll look really, really nice. Next to the fireplace there'll be a wine rack, I think. Here I'm not sure yet what's going to go there, but it's going to look fantastic. So I forgot to mention as well, the huge oak unit, which will run wall to wall, will have 2 Belfast sinks. And in the middle between the 2 sinks will be a single dishwasher, just because I don't want to buy another one. The one that I bought was quite expensive. And the cost of this kitchen has spiraled out of control. It is just outrageous at this point. You could have gone and bought a nicely renovated house for the same price of what we've paid for this single room at the convent. And I don't really like getting into finances about my projects, so that's as much as I'm going to say about that. But yeah, I think 1 dishwasher will be fine for now. This is only going to be a residential kitchen for us and any small events that Gwendolyn wants to hold here in the future. But if this place becomes a hotel at one point in the future, wouldn't this make a fantastic breakfast room? So yeah, well, the work we're doing is sort of making sure the building can be used different ways without destroying the work that we've done, basically. So it's multi-purpose. So yeah, Yanis has been helping my brother this week. He's reglazing the greenhouse. That's why you haven't seen him for a couple of days. I mean, I've only been here painting and things like that and watching Duncan do the electrics. So yeah, he will be here probably the end of the week, I'm not sure. But I really want to get the floor done. So possibly at the end of this week, Friday maybe, and then continue maybe on the weekend a little bit or into next week. And then after that, we're on a secret project. So we've got to go to the UK to collect something. I won't tell you what it is, I'll just leave it as a surprise for the channel. So yeah, that's not the chandelier, by the way. That's a different country. Well, it's in France, but it's actually not mainland France. So yeah, fantastic. Good progress today. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you all tomorrow.